Welcome back. Today we're back on the Metro. So, welcome back. Today what we're going to be focusing on is we're going to be sorting the front end out. We're going to reassemble the entire front end, turn the suspension arms the wrong way round, and see how it sits. Basically, we're doing what we've done on the back to the front, and then we will be trying to sort out these gear linkages. So, let's get cracking. So, the car is currently sat back how it should. The front, it actually sits the same height, so I don't know what was going on there. I know how I can fix it. I can add another space in underneath the shock absorber, so it should push it back up. I've got enough space too, so it's perfectly fine. So right, what we're going to do is we're going to still reassemble the front end. It was the only reason we're going to assemble the front end is because we lifted it. We're going to assemble the front end, we'll put the wings on, put the bumper on, put the bonnet on. One, I need to see how much I need to take out the bonnet. And two, I need to see how much I need to take out the bumper. We're not going to be doing this today, but once we've done that, we'll pull it all apart and then we'll crack on trying to get this gear linkage in. So let's get cracking. So, as you can see, most of the car is back together. Yeah, nothing's bolted on, so it's not bolted on down here, but it's not going to, the wheel arches will not physically allow me to push it on. Same with the front bumper, it won't go on. We've got to trim some off the front bumper and trim all the way around that sort of radius on that arch. We need to cut, obviously, the hump in the bonnet. I just want to see how technically low it was to the floor. Surprisingly, it looks really low, but it isn't actually that low. That's perfect for roughly where I live. There are some speed bumps I might have to watch out for. But we will lift the front end up just a tad more. We'll put another space. We'll probably get one made for the back end as well, just to sort of keep it level and not lifting it too high. But for now, what we're going to do is we're going to jump on to trying to get these gears to work. So let's go cracking. So, even though I tried, probably you lot are saying that's never going to work. It didn't work. So basically what I've done is I've pulled the one out of the scrap sayer I've got in the workshop. It moves similar to, well, they all move similar, very similar anyway. We find that the one cable goes okay. Basically these ones are quite good because you can actually take these ends off, so I could buy a different end, which is quite useful. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to just make that hole where the cables are going through, just there, and I'll take it over a little bit more because the one cable, it fits, it does fit quite well, but I think it just needs to go over at the right angle in a way. So that's what we're going to do now. I think we'll just drill a hole like, use the hole saw. So let's get cracking. So, these are the brackets. I built them off camera. It was just easy because it was a lot of backwards and forwards. So I am sorry about it. But basically, they're using the original plates. They're actually on the car. This one needs a hole drilled in it, but I'm not going to worry about that too much. This one just locks into the original locking hole. So we're going to clean them up, just letting them cool down. Whilst they're cooling down, we're going to jump back over to the Metro itself. We're actually going to bolt in the gear linkage that's going to work. So let's go. So, during editing, somehow, somewhere along the line, the footage of me basically doing an outro has disappeared. What we did was we tried to shorten the Corsa gear shifter. Did not work. I actually broke it and launched it across my workshop. I was in a foul mood. We actually stole the one at the set of beef that's in the shop that's basically being scrapped, so we stole that one. It fits. It's in a bit of a funny position, but it fits okay. We made two brackets as well. I'll see if I can find maybe a picture that I took throw on screen maybe. We are having camera issues, so if you see funny little glitches or the camera having some sort of fit, it is because the camera is actually broken. I'm actually waiting to order one, and once we order one we will be replacing it. We'll keep this one around the shop, maybe for different angles and things, but if anyone does know anywhere where I can maybe get some shortened gear cables that would work with the Seat shifter, please drop it in the comments. We're still unsure that these ones will work because of the routes they're having to take, but we won't actually know until we actually finish making it. So hopefully the coming weekend we will finish making it and we will get to some point of being able to select gears. And then we'll move on to making the alternator and oil cooler. So, from all of us at Smoking Retros, hit the like button, drop a comment, subscribe, and we'll see you next time.